Hey, my brothers and sisters, I'm Yaya Lily, and you're tuned in to the Property Motivational YouTube channel. I pray you take something that is said this evening and allow it to give you the energy you need to keep moving forward. I am not a licensed spiritual guru. This is just life experience and the God in me speaking to the God in you. So take what resonates with you, honey, and leave the rest. And don't you ever forget, you are worthy and you are loved. Hey, my brothers and sisters, welcome back. If you're a returning subscriber, honey, and if not, hey, honey, welcome. Welcome to the Property Motivational YouTube channel. And this Thursday evening, y'all, we got a story time, y'all. I had put out a poll, honey, and on which story time I should tell, the time about the date that never made it to the movies, or the time I found out I was the side chick. I was the side chick, baby. This only ever happened one motherfucking time when I found out I was the side chick, because after that, I had to get smart with it. But it's okay, honey, because we all live and we all learn and we all go through things. But at the end of the day, it's your faith that keeps you stronger and gets you out. So, this is a city story, honey, because I grew up in the country, I grew up in the hood, and I grew up in the city. So this story takes place when I was living in the city, and I was about 20 years old, y'all. I was young, fresh up out of high school. Well, I had been out of high school for about 2 years, so I don't know if I can still claim the fresh or not. But I was up out of high school, honey. I was up out of high school. I had my own job working as a waitress. I was going to school during the day because back in them times, y'all, I thought I was going to be on the radio. Like, I really thought I was going to be a radio person now. I thought I was going to work for Power 98, Uptown. I thought I was going to be getting on the train, going to work every day, talking just like I'm talking now. But it's okay, because what God has for you, it is for you, honey, and it will find you. I was going to school for broadcasting during the day for about 4 hours, and then during the night, I was going to the restaurant because I had a job as a waitress, and I was living at home with my mommy. Let's give him a name. What his name gonna be? Well, we gonna call him damn. I ain't even thinking no name ahead of time. Damn, what this man name gonna be? His name is gonna be, oh my gosh. His name is gonna be Shaq. Okay, yeah. He ain't look nothing like Shaq. Let me just tell you that right now. He didn't look nothing like Shaq. But that's what his name gonna be. So this man name was Shaq. So yeah, I was on the website, so just scrolling around and stuff like that. Then I seen Shaq, and I was like, ooh, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. Parental advisory. Shaq was looking fine or whatever, and I was 20 years old. I was in heat. I was hot. I was horny. I was young. I wasn't dating anybody. I wasn't even talking to anybody, honey. I was going to school. I was going to work. I was getting my money. I was getting my education. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was being respectful. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was focusing on me. But I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I was horny as fuck. I really was horny. And when I met Shaq, I seen him online, and I'm the one who wanted to have a one night stand, y'all. Like, yes, it was me. Let me go ahead and take a drink to that. Yes. Yes, honey. It was me. It was me at 20 years old. I just thought I was grown, honey. I thought I was grown. I thought I had an itch that needed to get scratched. And it was me who came across Shaq's page. And I just thought to myself, you know what, he fine or whatever. And I want to have a one night stand. And let me just say, I don't recommend anybody doing that from somebody you meet online. I know if you grown or whatever, so you can go and do whatever the fuck you want to do at the end of the day, but just be careful, be protected, let somebody know where you at and who you with or whatever. Because I was 20 years old doing this, y'all. Thank God the blood of Jesus was on me and God was watching over me, honey. But anyway, so I sent Shaq a message. I shoot him a message like, hey, I said, hey. He replied back, hey. And then I just went straight for it. I was like, hey, I seen you. I think, you cool. I ain't say I think he cool, because how the fuck was I supposed to know whether or not that nigga was cool? I don't know this motherfucker. But anyway, I said, shoot him a message like, hey, I'm looking to have a one night stand. I know it's like kind of bold, off the wall. One thing about me, baby, I don't know. The Lord, when he was mixing my pot of what was going to be in the personality of Yaya, I think he had accidentally just slipped a little bit too much bold up in that thing, because sometimes I just be like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't put me on speakerphone, honey. Do not put me on speakerphone. Don't do it, because I don't have no filter. The same way I don't have no awareness for my clumsiness. I'm clumsy and I'm bold. Don't put me on the speakerphone. Anyway, honey, you know what I'm saying? I was being real bold. I was being real bold with him, and I was like, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to have a one night stand. I know I'm 20 years old. I know we don't know each other, but I'm just trying to have a one night stand. And, I was wondering if he was down with that. And he was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm down with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? No, dude, okay. Or whatever. And he was like, so what? You want me to, like, get a room or whatever? And, Lord Jesus, please bless it. Please bless it, because that's what I should have said. I should have said, yeah, get a room with a non-sunset. No, I told him, I said, you know what, you could just come to my house. Why in the hell on earth would I invite a motherfucking stranger that I met online and told that I wanted to have a one night stand with to come to my motherfucking house? I wasn't living by myself, baby. I was living in my mama's house. And I got him up in my mama's house. But see, the thing about when we lived in this, see, it was an apartment. So, and when we lived in this apartment, my bedroom was, so if you walked into the front door of the apartment that I lived in with my mama, you walking into the front door, you see the dining room, you see the kitchen, and then you see a room right off of the front door. And at first you probably think to yourself like, oh, that's different. They got a bedroom right off of the front door. But anyway, at the end of the day, honey, I thank God for that bedroom, baby, because that was my bedroom. And the bedroom was right beside the front door. Baby, I was in and out. In and out. You're talking about sneaking in and sneaking out, which, I really didn't have to sneak in or sneak out, because my mom wasn't that strict with me. As long as she knew that I was okay and I was, being responsible and I was going to get home safely, it was fine. Because, when I hit 18, she was like, well, you 18 now, baby. As long as I know that you okay and you taking care of yourself, you fine. You fine. You fine, But my room was right there by the front door, and then my mom's room was, a little bit back down the hallway. So I told him to come to my house because my room was right there by the front door. I'm going to open the door, take that little latch off, take that little lock off of the door. He was going to sneak you in. We was going to get this one night stand on. Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me for what I'm about to say, but I'm pretty sure when I hit him up, I probably said like, okay, well, you down? Like, well, nah, you don't got to get no hotel room. Like, just come to my crib right quick. We just gonna get it on right quick. And then, I can't make no noise because this is my mama crib. I don't want her to hear me. I don't want her to hear you. You know what I'm saying? So be quiet when you come up in here. We're gonna get this thing on. Like, I know I said that shit to him. And I also told him, I said, look, I said this in a text message before he even arrived to my house. I said, look, this is a one night stand, honey. This is a one night stand. Once this is over, I don't know you. If you see me in public, I don't know you. I ain't never met you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you start recording this shit right now, nigga. And then I see you at the train 2 weeks from now. Nigga, I don't know you. I don't know you. I told him, I said, I just want to make sure that you understand this is a one night stand. Like, I don't know you. I don't care if you see me at my job. I don't care if you see me tomorrow at the bus stop. Like, I don't know you. Like, you got it right, because I don't know you. I don't care if you pull up videos, pictures, receipts, these messages. I don't care if you stand in front of my face and show me the messages where I said that I'm telling you I'm not gonna know you if I see you. I don't care if you see me tomorrow and you show me the messages of me saying that. Guess what, honey? I don't know you. I told him that. I just want to let you know, make sure that, because after tonight, you's a motherfucking ghost to me, honey. I ain't never met you. Ghost, baby. You ghosted more than power ghosting, because after this is a one night stand, honey. I don't know you. And yes, I can't believe it was me, y'all. Well, let me not say I can't believe, because why the fuck not, honey? Things happen. What the fuck? I'm human. But anyway, we all human. Things happen. You live and you learn. I wanted that one night stand, baby. Yes, I did. I'm the one who wanted it. Me. Yeah, yeah. It's me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, damn, I know that shit was tongue tied. Fuck. But anyway, it was me, honey. I was the one who wanted it. And so he was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. After tonight, you know what I'm saying? When the clock strike 12, you know what I'm saying? You don't know me. You don't know me. T.I. see me in the streets, nigga. You don't know me. You don't know me. Real talk. I should have named him T.I., but because that's low key what he look like. But his motherfucking name is Shaq. And let me not confuse y'all. We talking about Shaq. Shaq. So anyway, I said that over the text message. Well, not text message. I had said that, over the platform message or whatever and stuff like that. So then he was like, all right, I got it. I get it. I get it, honey. He said, I get it. And then so we exchanged numbers and stuff like that. And he came over to my house. So he came over to my house and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying? So he came over. It was probably like 12 o'clock at night, y'all. And at that time, my mama was asleep and stuff like that. Like, she was asleep. I snuck him in my house. He came in. My room was in the front. So we was sitting on my bed watching TV and stuff like that at first. He had brought a little bottle or whatnot, I'm saying. He had weed or whatever. So we was taking a couple of shots, and he asked me did I want to smoke. I was like, yeah, but we got to go outside and smoke because it's my mama. You know what I'm saying? This my mama crib. He was like, okay, that's, I understand. I can respect that. Like, yeah, nigga, you gon' motherfucking respect that. What the fuck? But nah, anyway. So yeah, we smoked a little bit and came in, and I kind of thought it was cute how before we got to the dude, he actually was like, talking or whatever. He told me, he like, when he came over, he said, and let me just throw this in there. Thank God that this motherfucker did not catfish me. Cause baby, thank God that he ain't catfish me, honey. The person in the profile was the same person who pulled up at my house. Because had he would have catfished me, I still would have been dissatisfied because I didn't get what I wanted to get. And the motherfucker done catfished me. You know the fuck I'm talking about. So let me just, you know what I'm saying? Give one up to the big man. Let me give two up to the big man because he kept me safe. And also, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't catfish me. When Shaq came up, the Shaq that was in the profile picture was the Shaq that showed up at the door. Thank God. Thank God that this man did not catfish me, honey, because I would have been devastated. Like, what the fuck? That's why I shouldn't even, man, what the fuck, man? But he ain't catfish me, honey. I was thanking God, thank God, thank God, thank the Lord. Anyway, so yeah, we sitting in my bedroom and stuff like that, and Shaq was like, I can't just like, dive into it. He said, like, I know what you want type shit or whatever, but I can't just dive into it. Like, I gotta like get to know you, like, even if it's just gonna be for tonight, because get to know me, motherfucker, you only finna know me for the next 4 motherfucking hours, but whatever, whatever. So I said, okay, but it actually did make me get a little fluttery inside. I got a little fluttery inside, y'all. I said, okay. So, we just talking, chopping it up, take a couple shots or whatever. And then we went outside and smoked. And see, Shaq, he wasn't like no sugar daddy type of shit. See, I was 20 at the time. Shaq was probably like 26. Like, yeah, he about 6 years older than me, but he still look young. We just understood each other type shit. So we was on the same page. We both understood what was going on. So yeah. And so we talked he came over probably like, 12 o'clock at night. And then so we probably talked for like an hour and a half. So that was about 1:30. probably almost 2 in the morning, and the conversation was so good, honey. And then next thing you know, we did the do. We did the do. I said, you got a condom? Yeah, I got a condom. And let me say, honey, stay protected. Stay protected, honey. Don't never let nobody, woman or man, it doesn't matter. Don't never let no woman and don't never let no man tell you, oh, it feels good. It feels better. It feels better without the rubber. Just let me go in raw. Like you can pull out. I'ma pull out. I'ma pull out. Don't let nobody tell you that shit, honey. If that's what you want to do, if you're in a relationship and you trust the person, whether you're married or not, if that's what you want to do, then that's between you and your partner. But at the end of the day, just don't let nobody tell you that shit. If you want to stay protected, stay motherfucking protected, honey. Don't let nobody force you into that shit. But Shaq wasn't on those terms, y'all. I'm just saying. I just wanted to throw that in there. But Shaq wasn't on those terms. He was just like, I say, hey, you got the rub. I'm ready. What the fuck, nigga? Come on. Give me what the fuck you came for. I'm done with the pillow talk. Listen to me, y'all. My bad. But that's how I was feeling. Like, give me what the fuck I done came for now. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk the shit like that. Thank you for the liquor. Thank you for the smoking. Now, I say, you got a condom? I said, you got a condom? He was like, yeah, I do. So we did do or whatever like that. We did do. And then he went home. And like, I don't recommend anybody doing this, but honey, this the story. What happened. Ain't nobody perfect, baby. But anyway, but I don't recommend anybody doing that because, baby, just put that love back into yourself because you are worthy and you are loved. And even if it's you taking yourself out on dates or, just watching what you like to watch on TV, cooking what you like to cook, drinking what you like to drink, reading what you like to read, doing what you like to do, baby. Just do it for you. Take yourself out on dates, watch, cook by yourself. You can do that shit, honey, because love will find you. I'm telling you, it will. And so, anyway, but I just wanted to have a one night stand. I don't even want to be on this platform no more. Let me just get back to focusing on doing my school and going to work. I went to my messages so that I could delete and block Shaq number because, like I said, I don't motherfucking know you nigga. It's over now. The clock don't strike 12. Toodaloo. Bon voyage, motherfucker. But when I went to the messages, I seen that Shaq had actually text me and he said, good morning, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized, I know that you said you just wanted it to be a one night stand, but you cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cool as fuck and, we can be friends. Like, even if we don't have sex, like, I'm not even looking for that. I'm not looking to have sex with you, you cool or whatever. So let's just, kick it. We could be friends type shit if that's cool with you. And when me and Shaq was talking, like, it was just the fact that he was like, I can't dive into it. Like, we got to talk. Like, let me get to know you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that actually was kind of cool to me. So I said, okay, with my young ass. I'm so young and naive, honey. At least I was so young and naive. But you live and you learn. Don't judge yourself. You live and you learn. So I said, okay, that's cool or whatever. I'm supposed to be blocking his number and type oh shit or whatever. I'm supposed to be blocking his number. But instead of doing that, I text him back. I said, you know what? We can be friends. Okay, I think I can be your friend, Shaq. All right. So we ended up being friends. And then so about a month goes by, y'all, and he's like coming to my house. I went to school during the day, but I got out of class. I probably went to school from 8 to 12 or whatever, or 8 to 1, and then I got out of class at 1, would go home, and then I didn't have to be at work until about 4. And so when my parents, they probably work from 9 to 5. And so if I got out of school, if I was to be home by 1 from getting out of school, my parents will still be at work, and by the time my parents come home from work, I should be on my way to my job, right? Hopefully that's not confusing. Anyway, to make it less confusing, honey, let's just say that when I was home, my parents was at work or whatever like that, and then when they be home, I go to work type of shit. But anyway, so when I was home by myself, Shaq would come by, and then I think sometimes I only went to school like 3 days of the week or whatever. And then I don't know. Anyway, all I know is whenever I was at home, Shaq was always there, right, y'all? Like a month had went by, and then 2 months had went by, and then damn near 2.5 months had went by, y'all. About 2.5 months had went by, and I was still talking to Shaq. And it was like, we probably only had sex like twice within those 2 months, because we had the one night stand, and then we had, did the do again, and so it's been about 2.5 months, and I'm still talking to Shaq. And the crazy thing about it, y'all, is like he is always at my house. Like, he always at my house during the day. He was taking me to work. Sometimes he would even pick me up from work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shaq was always at my house, y'all. And so eventually, we started to kick it more and talk and get to know each other. Like, he would see, I was 20, so I wasn't, you got to be 21 in order to buy alcohol, but I was 20. But Shaq was 26, and he had his own car, so he would buy alcohol. We would go in his car, we would hot box, drink, smoke, you know what I'm saying, in the parking lot. He'll come in or whatever. But the thing about Shaq was he would never spend the night. And it didn't really bother me or whatever, because it's like, nigga, you don't motherfucker live here. I don't give a fuck. Get your ass up out of here. But it was just, that woman's intuition, like, something inside of me was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't never spend the night. Like, he never spends the night. Like, he never spent the night, y'all. It's just, I don't know, something, my woman's intuition told me it was something about that. Because, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I know you be tired or whatever. Like, it be like 2 and 3 in the morning. He be chilling, and then he'll be like, oh, well, I got to go home, which, I guess that's not really that late for the young folk or whatever. Nothing against you, the old folk. I love the old folk. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I guess that's not that late to go home at 2 and 3 in the morning. Because when I be hanging out with my peoples, we be out till 6, honey. We don't come home till the sun comes up. Because go big or go home, honey. But I just be like, you can spend a night or whatever. You can get you a couple hours of sleep. Like, I know you tired. We've been drinking or whatever, we've been smoking. Like, don't you want to sleep it off a little bit? Like, even just get you 30 minutes rest. Like, I don't want you driving drunk and stuff. And he'll be like, no, I'm cool, whatever. And he'll be like, no, I got to get home to my son. Because Shaq had a son, and his son was about 8 years old or whatever. He did tell me that in the beginning of us, like, of our friendship, because we never were really talking. We never talked about being in a relationship or being girlfriend and boyfriend. We were just kicking it. Like, we were just homies, and both of us were on the same page. Nobody had ever expressed about being in a relationship or catching feelings or no shit, whatever. We just kicked it, and even we fucked around for 2 months. We were homies, friends for 2 months, and we only had sex twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shaq was real fucking cool and stuff like that. He was real cool, because he used to take me to work. But anyway, pick me up too, honey. I remember one time I was at work rolling my silverware and shit like that so I can go home, and my homegirl had came in, and she was like, this dude, he in the parking lot waiting for you and shit like that. And I said, girl, I had laughed it off because I didn't tell my homegirl that I was fucking with him or whatever. But then the maintenance man of the restaurant had came in. He was like, hey, the dude, he said he in the parking lot waiting for you or whatever like that. Child, when I tell you I hurry up and hid that silverware so quick, because I was supposed to roll the rest of it, man, when they said that shit, because it's just so funny, because I ain't believe my homegirl. But when the next person came in and said that shit, I said, what the fuck? I hid that silverware. I ain't got nothing else left to roll. I'm done. And whoever work in the morning gonna find that silverware underneath the counter, because that's where the fuck I hid it at, because I got to get up out of here. Because, you know what I'm saying? My friends say, oh, you ain't believe me? You ain't believe me when I said, oh, my bad, girl. I believe you now. You know what I'm saying? But he just used to pick me up from work, take me to work and stuff like that. And then, but in the beginning, he did tell me, like, he had a son. So, we didn't really, touch too much on it. He just said, I said, oh, you got a son, okay. See, Shaq, Shaq lived about 30 minutes away from me. See, I live in North Carolina and Shaq lived in South Carolina. But it was like kind of like on the line. Like it only took him about 20, 25. It took him about, I say 30. It took him about 30 tops to get to me, even though we lived in two different states. It only took about 30 minutes. So, yeah, so that's where he lived at with his son. And I used to be like, sometimes like, I used to ask him like, how are you able to spend this much time with me? Because like he was a barber as well, so he lived in South Carolina. He was a barber and he had a son, and I lived in North Carolina. I was going to school. I had a job as a waitress, and I met this dude and we was kicking it. We was friends or whatever, Shaq. And then, I tell him, like, how is you able to spend this much time with me? Because it seems like when I'm not at school and when I'm not at work, I'm chilling with you and you be chilling with me at my house. So, like, who be watching your son, because I don't even remember how the fuck old his son was. He probably like 5 or 6. But I do kind of remember, like, I don't think his son was in school yet. And so he told me that he had a little sister. Shaq had a little sister, and his little sister had 3 kids, and she was pregnant with another one. And Shaq lived in a trailer, him and his son, and he said, my little sister stay with me, her and her kids. So I told her if she babysit my son when I need her to, that she could stay with me for free until she get her shit together. And so I'm able to come and stay with you because my sister be babysitting my son because we all live together. I said, okay, okay. And then I said, well, when do you work? You know what I'm saying? Like, you always be spending all this time with me. Like, when do you have time to work? And he was like, when you go to work, I go to work. He was like, I got clientele, I'm a barber. So sometimes they call me on the weekend. Sometimes they call me early in the morning, in the afternoon, when people be getting off from their 9 to 5 or whatever, around that time you be at work anyway because you work the night shift. So, I go back down to, my home, and that's when I go out and work. And it was a little piece inside of me like, damn, he spent all this time with me and whatever. I know he spent time with his son and stuff like that, but it just like, it seemed like, damn, you got your sister watching your son. Like, go spend time with your motherfucking son, homie. I'll be fine. I'll be okay. I appreciate you spending this time with me, but like, we're not even no relationship. We don't talk about it, and it's like, I know you say you get, I just didn't want to feel like, I was taken away from his priorities. But at the end of the day, I can't tell a nigga what to motherfucking do, baby. That's your motherfucking mindset. As long as you got your shit straight. Damn, I need something to drink. My bad, y'all. Been talking for a minute. My bad, y'all. My bad. Yeah. So as I was saying, how I met Shaq and stuff like that, and how we got to know each other and how we became friends and stuff. And so, like, Shaq was so fucking cool. Like, we would always hang out. First of all, it was cool that he would come and pick me up from work because, my mama would pick me up from work. But I know that she be tired. Because at this point in time, y'all, when I was 20 years old, I did not have my license. I don't think I got my license until I was like 21. I'm pretty sure I had it by the time I was 21, baby, because I remember driving around, going to the liquor store, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure I had it by then. But at this time, I did not have my license, but I was working on it. I remember that. So, like, he would pick me up from work and stuff like that, because I know my mom be tired when she get off from work herself. So, it's just a blessing that you will pick me up so my mommy can get some time to rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would chill. And so, you know what I'm saying? Now my mama know him by this point. And I snuck him in the house at first, baby. I snuck him in, but now my mama know him. My mama know him. And 100 at this point, you know what I'm saying? Shaq done got the opportunity to meet mamas now. They knew him and stuff like that. And so, one time me and Shaq had went to the park, y'all. I just want to give y'all a little background about like how I was really fucking with Shaq. Like, and then I asked him, y'all, I was like, so yeah, your son lived with you, so where your baby mama at? And he told me that his baby mama lived in Missouri. because that's where she was from, but he had full custody of his child, and that she would get visitation during the summertime and on certain holidays. I never got into his business about what happened or why it was like that because, we didn't talk about being in a relationship, and I didn't feel like that was my place. If he wanted to tell me, he could tell me, whatever. I was just enjoying the time that we got to spend together. So, his baby mama live in the Missouri. He ain't fucking with her. He taking care of his son. His son is, being watched by his sister. He's still going to work. What I'm saying? Shaq was such a vibe. Shaq was just everything for my young, naive ass and stuff like that. And so, one time me and Shaq, we had went to the park. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, y'all. We was sitting in his car, taking shots, smoking, and he said, I know this park. You want to go to the park, yo? I said, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. And he was like, so? I said, okay, let me go lock the door, because ain't no robbers finna come in here and mess with my mamas. Let me go lock the door, and then I'm gonna be right back and get in the court with you so we can go to the park. And so that's what I did. And then we went to the park. And this park, I don't remember what fucking park. I don't remember what the name was. I don't remember, honey. All I know is this was like one of those parks like where you could walk around, you could jog around that thing. You know what I'm saying? Take the kids or whatever to the playground and stuff like that. And then this park had an obstacle course. It had a built-in obstacle course. I've never been to a park like this. Like, of course, your parks got the jungle gym and shit like that, the swings or whatever stuff for the little kids. But this one actually had an obstacle course. It was probably for like teenagers or whatever, but who cares? Adults could do it too. And so it was like you had to jump on these little bean bags, and then you had to run down the little dirt path, and you had to jump on the monkey bars and swing through. Like, it was a real life obstacle course, y'all. It was so fun. And we sitting here at the park, 1 o'clock in the morning. We drunk as fuck, smoking, doing a damn obstacle course or whatever. Damn, country as fuck. I can't even say obstacle, but you know what I'm saying. We were doing the obstacle course or whatever like that. And y'all, oh my gosh, when we got done doing that obstacle course, it probably took us like 15 minutes to do it. I don't even know why the fuck our drunk asses was doing that shit. But once we got done doing that obstacle course, y'all, let me tell y'all, we were trying to walk back to his car and we could not find it. We could not find that shit. I don't know what the fuck. We must have been too. Yeah, I say it, honey. We had a little bit too much to smoke and a little bit too much to drink, because I kid you not, it took us about an hour to find his car. Like, nigga, where is your car at? Where is your car at? We were out there for like an hour. He was beeping his thing, like his keychain where you can beep it and you hear your siren go off. Like, we were so far away from his car, he could not even hear the siren. I couldn't hear the siren. Like, honey, never again will I go out and do an obstacle course in the park unless it's daylight outside. We walked around the park, the perimeter of the park, the fucking middle of the park, honey, the acute angle of the park, baby. We walked all around the fucking park and we could not find his car. Our feet hurt so bad. It was one of the moments where you had to contemplate, think to yourself, like, did I make the right decision by coming out this bitch tonight? Did I make the right decision? Because let me tell you, we cannot find the fucking car. My dogs is barking. Like, where is the car? And then finally, it literally took us about an hour to find his damn car. And finally, we started to hear beeping. Because, we'll be out there. I just want to thank God that we didn't get frustrated. Because, sometimes you'll get lost or whatever. You be with somebody else and y'all get to arguing and shit and be like, no, I said that way. But let me see the map, man. Man, this my phone, man. Get your hands off my phone. You know what I'm saying? But we did not get frustrated at all. Like, we just kept our calm. We kept our cool. Must have been that motherfucking weed. We did not get frustrated. We just said, look, let's just think through this clearly. So, you know what I'm saying? We just kept on walking around, honey. We really didn't even think about shit. We just kept on walking around. We didn't get frustrated. He just kept on beeping his keys. beeping his keys. I swear we done walked down the same path like 3 times, and I done seen the same motherfucking bird in the same position over there 30 minutes ago, because we done already walked down this path. But then he finally found his car, and I said, I think it's over there. I think I hear your car over there. He said, nah, girl, you better come this way. I ain't gonna listen to you. I'm gonna listen to the beep of my car. He said, if you want to live, come this way. I said, I think your car over there, though. He said, nah, I'm listening to my car, not you. So he said, if you want to go over there, you can go over there. Me? I'm going over here. I'm going over here to my car. And I said, you know what I'm saying? I felt like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy about that bitch. I said, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to follow him. He the one that's driving. I'm just going to follow him. And I followed him, and we finally found the car. And it just, I said all of that to say, it was just like an emotional connection, because we done got lost in the park by ourselves. Like, it was just so much fun, you know what I'm saying? And then another time, y'all, him and me was hanging out, and I say probably about 3 months done went by now, and so we still kicking it or whatever. And another time, like, he had hit me up one night, and he was like, yo, what you doing? And I ain't even gonna lie, y'all, I had just got myself, like, I had did homework from school. I had work that night. I think I was gonna be off the next morning, but I had went hard that night, and so like I had just took a shower, I put my clothes on, I had just smoked, you know what I'm saying? I put my pajamas on, told my mamas I loved them, like I'm about to watch TV and get in my bed and go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? Like I was so tired, but as soon as he sent me that motherfucking text message, said, "What you doing, bitch?" It seemed like I don't know. Somebody gave me an energy drink because I woke the fuck up. Yes, I did. He said, what you doing? I said, nothing. Even though I just had got ready to go to sleep, honey. I put my bonnet on. Like, I was ready to go to sleep. He said, oh, you ain't doing nothing? You want to come to the strip club with me tonight? 20 years old, honey. I ain't never been to nobody's strip club at 20 years old. But tonight, I'm gonna learn tonight, baby. I'm finna go tonight. This gonna be okay. I was so excited. Like, yes, I went from being sleepy as fuck to bitch, I'm wide as wake. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gave me a Red Bull. It would give you wings, honey. I was wide. I was so awake. Then I was real happy, because I was like, yes, I just got out the motherfucking shower. So the only thing I need to do is fix my motherfucking hair and find me something to wear. And then, ooh, we out there. You know what I'm saying? We out there. I said, yes, come through and get me. I'm up. Honey, I'm up. You ever had that moment, you know what I'm saying? You fucking around with somebody and then they text you and then they be like, you up? And you miss it and you be like, fuck. I missed the motherfucking "Are you up" text. I ain't missed this text. No, honey, I was up. I was about to go to sleep, but praise the Lord, because I just took my shower. I'm clean and I'm up. And so I had found something to wear. I don't remember what the fuck I wore. I really don't. I had found something to wear, and him and his homeboys had came through and they scooped me up, honey. He wasn't driving his car this night. One of his homeboys was driving. So he had a homeboy in the front. He had a homeboy in the passenger seat, baby. And then it was me and him in the back. Like, it was just so much fun. You know what I'm saying? It was so much fun. We was finna go to the strip club, and me and him was sitting beside each other. They already had the liquor. They already had the green on the saying. Not that they needed to have that in order for me to come out. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like he was just so cool. Like, he really looked out. Like, we had fun together. Like, anytime I was with him, I ain't have to pay for shit. He always took care of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because all the motherfucking niggas that I done met after that motherfucking nigga, I done had to pay for the shit. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Shaq had them motherfucking racks from me. I don't know how to foot. Anyway, honey, he had, like, it was just so much fun. And then, y'all, so we was supposed to be going to this one strip club. We're gonna call this strip club A. We went to strip club A, and when we got there, they was like, it was probably a little bit later than 1:00 in the morning. It's probably about like 2, 3, something like that. But so we went to strip club A, and then when we got there, they was like, how old Shawty is, yo, you know what I'm saying, talking about me. They said how old she is, and I had my ID. It's just that I think that you had to be 21 to get in, you know. Ain't that something, baby? You got to be 18 to strip, but 21 to dip. You know what I'm saying? You had to be 21 to get in, and I was 20. And I could have said some shit like, Oh, I'm 21, you know what I'm saying? Or 22, because who the fuck says 21? Who says exactly the age you need to be to get in? You know what I'm saying? I probably should have said 23, but my face, honey, they don't even believe how the fuck. Anyway, honey, you know what I'm saying? So, they was like, how old Shawty is, you know what I'm saying? How old Shawty is. And then Shaq, he was like, well, she 20. How much it is to get her in, you know what I'm saying? Because Shaq was going to pay. He was going to pay whatever he had to pay for both of us to get in. And then he was going to pay an extra tax on it to get me in. Like, you know, the doorman or the bouncer, he probably would have said, like, you know, well, it's 100 for her to get in. You know, it's about, you know, it's going to be, you know, I don't know how much the fuck it is getting to the strip club. But at the time, he probably would have said, like, well, it's going to be 40 for the both of y'all to get in, but it's going to be an extra 75 for her. So 75 plus 40 just for me, and then the 40 for him, whatever the hell that equal to. I'm sorry, I'm not that good with math right now. I'm going to get my skills up there. But anyway, whatever that equal to, you know what I'm saying? Shaq, we're going to pay that. But the thing about it is, the doorman didn't say it was 75 for me to get in because I was underage by 1 year. He said $250. This doorman said if you want to get her up into this strip club, it's going to be $250 on top of the 40 that's going to be to get you and her in. Shaq said, he looked at me, he said, can't do it, man. Can't do it. And I don't even blame Shaq because, you know, even if I was paying for myself, I'm not about to pay $250 to get through the motherfucking door, nigga. What the fuck? That's the money that I could be up in here throwing to these strippers. But nah, you know what I'm saying? So you could pocket that shit and take that shit home. Nah, it's fine. So, you know, me, Shaq, and the homeboys, we went on the strip club beat, you know what I'm saying, like that. So we went on to another strip club because, you know, we up in the city, baby. We in a city in the North Kakalaki. So we went to strip club B, y'all. And then when we went to strip club B, I ain't gonna lie, it was the same motherfucking shit. They was like, how old she is, yo? Because, you know, she little young as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how old she is, yo. Shaq was like, man, she 20, but how much is gonna be extra to get her through the door? They were like, man, it's probably gonna be $275. $275, honey. $275, man, that's $25 more than what the last motherfucker. Nah. And then so we got up in the car again, you know what I'm saying? By this time, it's probably about 4:30 in the morning. We drinking, we still smoking and stuff like that, but you know, we looking for a strip club to go to. I'm not pressed to get into the strip club, but you know, neither is Shaq, but his two homeboys is. Because I know they probably was like, man, you got your jank back there in the back. See, you straight, bro. You straight. You got your girl back there. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get into the strip club. We done went to strip club A. They said it's $250 for me to get in. We went to strip club B. They said it's about $275 for me to get in. You know what I'm saying? It's about 4:30 in the morning. Damn, you still taxing that much, man? Shit, everybody finna go home. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Now we finna go, unless it's a 24-hour drink. But anyway, now we going to strip club C. And I just want to say thank you to them dudes because they ain't have to go to 3 different places just to see if I can get in for my first time and I was underage. Like, they did not have to do that shit, but we riding around. And now we at our 3rd strip club. And it was just funny because everybody was in there laughing and joking about, like, man, we done went to 2 strip clubs, bruh. They talking about too much, bruh, man. Now we finna go to the motherfucking hood, bruh. They gonna let her in this jank, bro. This shit ghetto as fuck, bruh. And then we was laughing because the other homeboy was like, man, I want to see them ghetto ass bitches, man. I want to see them ghetto ass hoes. You know what I'm saying? That's how the other homeboy was. And he was like, man, well, fuck it. This where she gonna get in yet, man. We already tried too. It's 4:30 in the morning, man. Man, we finna go home in a little bit. Like, this where the fuck we going? We going to strip club C. Y'all, we get up to strip club C. So it's like 4:30 in the morning. It's like, I think this strip club closed at 6. I don't think it was one of them 24-hour janks. Like, they really did close at 6. So if it's 4:30, you only got like an hour and a half left. That's it. Like, they ain't even serving food no more. Damn, you know what I'm saying? And so we got up there, same story. You know, she looked young as fuck. Even if she had a fake ID, I wouldn't believe that shit. So how old is Shawty? And how old, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to pay extra. And then, you know, so Shaq said, how much? homeboy still said about 250, you know what I'm saying? Even if he said 240, 230, it was still over $200 to get me into the strip club. And at that point, it's like, it's only an hour and a half left. Like, you want me to pay $200 and I ain't even gonna be in here for 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. And Shaq had looked at me like, he was like, I'm sorry, shawty, like, I ain't got it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't necessarily saying I ain't got it. He just gave me this look like, I'm sorry, like, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? I just looked at him like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. It's not like I'm like, oh, well, we can go half and half or whatever like that, because let me tell you, I ain't had no money to go half and half. I'm saving my shit. No, I'm playing, y'all. But I don't know. I just, like, I probably had $100 with me, honestly. And so, like, if I would have spent all my 100, if we would have went half and half, I wouldn't have no money to throw on the strippers. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. And so, but it wasn't even, like, I was impressed, he was impressed, and at the end of the day, like, I know you got other things to do. It's not that serious. Like, you don't need to be out here spending $200 just to get me in a building. Like, it's cool, it's fine, or whatever. I'm gonna be 21 next year, and you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was willing to pay extra, you know what I'm saying? Like, Shaq always came through, he always looked out for me, so it's cool. I'm not even tripping. And so the other two homeboys, the one that was driving and the one that was in the passenger seat, they looked at the bouncers, they looked back at us, they looked at their watches, they said, look, I don't know about y'all, they said y'all gonna be straight, bruh. They said y'all got a bottle, y'all got some more green. They said y'all go back to the whip, here go the keys, but me and bruh, we finna go up in here and see these strippers, man. Even the one who said, I want to see these ghetto assholes, man. He said, yeah, man, fuck that, bro. He said, we here, man. He said, man, we done went to 3 different strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? We can't get in. I don't know about you, but I came out tonight to see some strippers. So the two homeboys, they was like, bro, man, we'll see y'all when we get out. And so they went into the damn strip club, and we ain't blame them either. Because you know what? Go on there and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead in there. So me and Shaq went back to the car, and by this point, Shaq was drunk as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He was falling over. Like, he wasn't falling over. Like, when we got back to the car and shit like that, like, he was leaning over and shit like that. He was like, man, I'm tired as fuck. I'm drunk as fuck. I was like, it's cool. You could go to sleep on my lap. You could go to sleep on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? We really wasn't even doing shit. Like, we didn't even do no freaky deaky shit up in the car. Like, we really didn't. He was tired. He was like, I'm sorry I couldn't get you into the club. I was like, don't be sorry. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you even being willing to do that shit and stuff like that. So, like, he was trying to talk to me and shit like that. But, you know, trying to talk to a drunk person is like trying to talk to a motherfucking doorknob sometimes, honey. It's just not gonna fucking understand you. So, you know, he falling asleep like and shit like that. The sun is starting to rise, baby. The sun is coming out. We are witnessing sunrise. The sun is starting to come out, and then the two homeboys, they come out. They take me back home. My mama's still asleep and stuff like that. I go home, and then I take myself to sleep because, you know, it was so much fun. That shit was so much fun to me. And so, you know, that's how I met Shaq. That was my homie. That was my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was Shaq. So Shaq would always come to my house, y'all. Whatever. He would always come to my house. And, you know, I met a couple of his homeboys and shit like that. But he would always tell me, he'd be like, yeah, you know, they're my homeboys or whatever. But they know we not in no relationship. Like, he will always make it be known that we're not in a relationship. And I'd be like, okay, it's cool, whatever, you know, we cool. And then sometimes he'll be like, I'd be like, you good? You know what I'm saying? Like, how your little boy doing today? You know, like, I'm just trying to be, you know, nice or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to seem like I'm interested and stuff like that. Like, not that I was pressed about being in a relationship with him, because it wasn't that serious to me. I knew that we was just friends. I was just trying to let him know that, you know what I'm saying, I knew that he was my homie and I cared about him as a friend. So I'd be like, you know, how your little man doing? You good? You straight or whatever? He'd be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm straight or whatever. And then sometimes he'll be like, you know, but if it comes down to you meeting him, like, you know, the time got to be perfect. Like, it got to be perfect timing. You know, you can't, it's like when you meet my son, it got to be perfect or whatever. And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, nigga, ain't shit perfect or whatever. We are beautifully, imperfectly perfect. But anyway, I'd be like, okay, you know, whatever. And I kind of would feel like, well, at least he got it on his mind that he might want me to meet him someday. But anyway, honey, I'd be like, okay, and stuff like that. So one time, y'all, this one time, we have been hanging, kicking it about 3 months by this time or whatever. And then, Shaq was chilling with me and stuff like that at my house watching TV and stuff. We was in my room, and then eventually Shaq had fell asleep, y'all. Shaq had finally fucking fell asleep. And I don't mean to say finally, like I was waiting for his ass to fall asleep so I could run his motherfucking pockets and slit his throat type shit. Like, nah. I don't mean finally like that. I'm just saying, like, he fell asleep in my bed. And I was like, damn, because he never spent the night. Like, he never spent the night. And it's probably like 2, 3 in the morning or whatever. And then, so something told me to wake him up. Like, I kind of wanted to wake him up and be like, yo, like, you never spend the night. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to shake him and wake him up and be like, you never spend the night, so are you sure you want to close your eyes? Are you sure you want to close your eyes? I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just asking because you never spend the night. Are you okay? Like, are you okay? Did you catch the flu? You don't do this, whatever. But I ain't do that shit. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I just felt so happy. Like, I just felt so clinky and happy. Like, oh my gosh, he finally fucking sleeping in my bed. So let me get in the bed, put his arm around me, and we finna go to sleep. But then, like, 6 o'clock in the morning came around, and he jumped up so fucking quick. So he probably slept for like 3 hours. And he jumped up so motherfucking quick, y'all. He jumped up. He was like, oh, shit. And I was asleep, and he woke me up out my sleep. Because one thing about me, baby, I am a light sleeper, honey. If I fall asleep and you trying to steal something out my purse, just give it up, honey, because I'm going to wake the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I can wake up to a mouse peeing on a piece of cotton. I'm a light sleeper. Like, I wake up if I hear somebody whispering, honey. I wake up if I'm asleep and the light is off and you turn the switch, that's all you did is turn the switch on. You ain't even move. You just turn the switch on. I'm gonna wake up because, well, I guess I will wake up because you just turned the light on and it was dark. Anyway, honey, I'm just saying I'm a light sleeper, and so when he had jumped up or whatever, I woke up too, and he was like, oh shit, I spent the night, oh shit, I spent the night or whatever. And then I was like, damn, I knew this nigga, I knew it was something, because he never spends the night, but I didn't wake him up and say, hey, you feeling okay, because you're falling asleep, you might, but I still, anyway, honey, y'all, he ain't never spent a night, so he just then was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. He got his, shit or whatever the fuck that was, whatever his shit was, his bottle, his hat, whatever the fuck it was. Because he had this hoodie, and then his hoodie, it had the name of his job on there, his barber, like whatever the shop was where he did hair at or cut hair at, his hoodie had that name on there. And he told me, he gave me his hoodie, y'all. He was like, you can have you want this? You want to hold on to this? Yes. I want to sleep in it every fucking night. But anyway, he gave me his hoodie. He had been, like, not gave it to me, but he been let me, like, hold his hoodie or whatever and stuff. So, like, he ain't grabbed his hoodie when he grabbed his shit, but he grabbed his shit and he got out of there. And then, so he left or whatever and stuff like that. And I just went back to sleep or whatever she is. So, I went back to sleep and stuff like that, y'all. And then when I woke up, it was about 9 o'clock or whatever in the morning. Woke up, my mamas was at work and stuff like that. I was about to go make me something to eat. I'm saying, y'all literally like to eat, baby. And so I was about to go make me something to eat. And when I woke up, y'all, he left his phone in my bed. Shaq had left his phone in my bed. He took all his other shit, whatever that was, his hat, the bottle, whatever. But I know one thing, he took his wallet, you know what I'm saying? But he left that motherfucking phone in my bed. And so, at 20 years old, honey, of course I'm gonna look through it. Me at the age I am now, I just, I don't believe in doing that shit. If I'm fucking with a nigga and he cheating on me, I'm not gonna find out because I went through his phone. Yeah, I used to do that shit back in the day, and it just used to be so sad because these dumb motherfucking people, I said people, but these dumb motherfuckers that I was dating, you know what I'm saying? Like, they used to be like, oh, you hurt yourself by going through my phone or whatever. And I used to think, like, how the fuck did I hurt myself when we're in a relationship and you're cheating on me at the end? But I do understand, like, somebody's phone is their privacy. If they don't give you permission to go through their phone, it's kind of like their diary. Like, I ain't give you permission to go through my shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't give you permission to read my mind. So what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? I do understand that. But, I didn't, back at that age, I didn't understand that. Me today, I'm not going through your phone. If I'm in a relationship with you and you cheating on me and you don't love me, like, if you don't see my worth the way I see my worth and you cheating on me, it will come to the light. And when it comes to the light, bon voyage, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you fuck with me like you say you fuck with me, then you wouldn't want to hurt me because I don't want to hurt you. And so if somebody, like anybody that's listening to this, if you feel like somebody cheating on you, honey, don't go through that phone. Don't do it. Because what's done in the dark will come to the motherfucking light. You can't have daylight without having the nighttime. It's 50-50, honey. So what's done in the dark was gonna come to the motherfucking light. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but I didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. I didn't give a fuck about none of that shit when I was 20 years old. I seen he left his phone. What did I do? I went through it. Yes, I did. And y'all, oh my gosh. Dun dun dun. This is when I found out I was technically we wasn't in a relationship, but we was fucking around, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was we was hanging. He was gonna pay for me to get into the fucking club. We got lost in the park together. He picked me. He would take me to work, pick me up. He would always spend all his time with me so much I had to ask, like, who the fuck watching your son, nigga? You always spending time with me. You know what I'm saying? We just, like, no, we never talked about being in a relationship, but I would be lying if I didn't say that I caught feelings for him. Like, I did, and I was just hoping that he caught feelings for me too. But he would say, like, it gotta be right. The timing gotta be right when you meet my son. So I took that as, well, I guess eventually one day you do want me to meet him. So, we, like, all this stuff, like, and it's not like he was my sugar daddy or no type of shit, because we only had sex like 2 or 3 times or whatever. We was fucking around with 3 months. If he was my sugar daddy, I'm so he would want more sugar than that, baby. But anyway, like, we wasn't really fucking around, but I didn't think that he was fucking around with anybody else, because when do you got the time? Like, when? When I'm at work, shit, because it seemed like, you fucking with me. But I did suspect, my women's intuition told me, like, he never spends the night, girl. He never spends the night, and he always makes it be known, like, y'all not in a relationship. Like, nigga, I know we not in no fucking relationship. But he said that his baby mama lived in Missouri, and he always spends all his time with me. Anyway, honey, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've just had flashback of remembering. Anyway, y'all. So I went through his phone, and I seen a message, and it said baby mama. It said baby mama, and his baby mama, this is real, real, real explicit. But I just have to say this because this is how I found out I was a side chick. This next line is explicit as fuck. So just prepare yourself, honey. I went through his phone, and it's just so crazy because that's literally the first message I seen. I went through his phone. I seen a message that said baby mama. That was the name in the contact. And tell me why my name was saved as Arnold, y'all. That's not my fucking name. Oh my gosh, he had my name saved as a man name. Like, what the hell? Arnold, that's not my fucking name. That's my damn, you know what I'm saying? Arnold, that's my god sister brother name. You know what I'm saying? He don't know that shit though. This man had my name saved as Arnold. That's not my motherfucking name, man. But he got his baby mama name saved as baby mama. He didn't even have no lock on his phone, y'all. Obviously, because I'm going through his shit. But so when I went through that shit, I said, oh my gosh, like, the baby mama name, like, okay, so baby mama, I went through their text messages first because, this is already the hit to the gut. It doesn't even matter who the fuck else you talking to, whatever the fuck else you got going on. Like, nigga, you still fucking with your baby mama. You said she lived in Missouri. Like, what the fuck? And then, cause, like, honestly, to be deep down inside with y'all, like, yeah, I know I said I wanted to have a one night stand, but I asked him, like, are you in a relationship? Like, do you got a girl? Like, I'm not no home wrecker. Like, I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me, so I wouldn't do that to nobody else. Like, yeah, this is casual, spontaneous, young and naive. a situation or whatever. But at the end of the day, I asked him, I said, so are you in a relationship with your baby mama? Like, I asked him in the beginning. He said, no, my baby mama live in Missouri and I'm not messing with nobody else. But the messages between him and his baby mama, she was like, hey, she said, hey, my vagina is all the way, should I say this? Doesn't matter. Anyway, she said some provocative ass shit. And I know that was his baby mama because the shit that she said was some same ass shit that he said to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's still fucking with his baby mama or whatever. I said, oh my gosh, she said the same shit. She said the same shit that he said to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, my heart was so broken and torn. And then he had came back to my house like when my mamas was at work and shit like that, because that was like at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then 1 o'clock I had rolled around or whatever. I guess I ain't had to go to school that day. Maybe I ain't want to go to school that day because this nigga done lied to me. It's not even like we was together. It's just the fact that like, what the hell? And so he knocked on my door, y'all. I said, who is it? Shit. I opened up the door, honey. He when I had opened up the door, I just opened up the door and I turned around because I had to open. Of course I had to see him because I'm about to give him his phone back. Like, I gotta give you your phone back. And you know what? You could have this raggedy ass motherfucking hoodie back too. Fuck that barbershop, motherfucker. And so when I opened up the door, he had kind of like scratched his forehead, looking at me. And I think that in his mind, he was trying to look at my face and figure out whether or not I had found out that he actually indeed he lived with his baby mama. That's why you got the motherfucking time to be over here. Like, yes, in the beginning, I told y'all that he said he lived with his sister and she had kids, and she was trying to get her shit together. So if she babysat his son, she could stay with him, which was true. Like, his sister did stay with him and she did have kids, but you left out the part that your baby mama lived with y'all too, and you still in a relationship with her. What the fuck you mean, Missouri, motherfucker? This is North Carolina. I think you got your motherfucking states mixed up. And so when he came, he was scratching his head, looking at me and shit. It took him like 2 minutes before he even stepped foot in the door. And as soon as he did step foot in the door, I went in my room. I got that motherfucking hoodie and I got his phone and I tossed both of them bitches at him. And he was like, so I guess you found out. I was like, yup, sure did. Like, what you lie for? And he was like, cuz, man, like, y'all, let me take a drink for what this man said when I said, why you lie. Y'all, the man said, because I'm not no one woman man. What the fuck? What you mean? What you mean you ain't know what? This is what I said. What you mean? I said, close my door. Close my door. First of all, you know what I'm saying? You standing in the doorway. You still got the door open. You don't know whether or not you want to come in or not because you done lied to me. Like, yeah, you don't even got no lock on your phone, dude. Like, if you out here doing dirt, I'm not saying it's no excuse, but what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is clear as day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lied to me. Like, what the fuck you got going on? And I'm just like, and then he closed my door though, but he closed my door. But anyway, I'm like, what the fuck you got going on? Like, he was like, I'm not no one woman man. Like, yeah, I know I lied to you, whatever, but I liked our vibe. We was really fucking around. Like, yeah, I am still with the mother of my child, but you're not the only bitch I'm fucking with. And I was just so fucking stunned, y'all. I was so stunned. Honey. Like, I had ate breakfast that morning, and by the time he came, it was about 1 o'clock. So, y'all really like to eat, so I'll probably make me another egg, like an egg sandwich, but even though about 1 o'clock. And when he told me that I was not the only bitch that he did say bitch. When he said I'm not the only bitch that he was fucking with, I'm telling you, my eggs probably fried and cried they self. Like, what? My eggs probably just flipped they motherfucking self because they probably like, damn, she needs some help right now because, and it just didn't make sense because how do you find the time? How you find the time, yo? How you find the time or whatever? And then I didn't even ask him. Of all the questions I had going through my mind, I just didn't even ask. And I just looked at him like, and I had the most disgusted look on my face. And I went back to cooking my shit because it's like, okay, you got your phone, you got your hoodie, you can go now. But I didn't even give him the time of day to even say those words out my mouth, like, just get the fuck out. But I didn't even say that shit because I was heartbroken and I just couldn't understand, like, nigga, no wonder you always saying we not in a relationship. Duh, you already in one. And so he be like, yo, like, do you still want to fuck with me or not? And I just looked at him so dumbfounded, like, I just looked at him, but I didn't say shit because it's like, damn, I had caught feelings. I was so sad. Like, I caught feelings. I really thought you was out here not fucking with nobody. Like I asked you in the beginning before we even had sex the first time. Yeah, I wanted the one night stand, but I asked you in the beginning, was you fucking with anybody? And you said no. And now it's just like you not only fucking with your baby mama, you fucking with other bitches too. Like we always stay protected, of course. But I was just like, damn, like, oh my gosh. And I said, I just don't understand how you could be that type of person. And he was like, what you mean? Like, he said, that's just who I am, yo. He said, I just can't be committed. Like, he said, I love my son. I love my son, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, me and his mama be going through some shit, and, you know, I like women, you know what I'm saying? He said, I like women. I like fucking with women. Y'all, he said, I got you. I got a 23-year-old bitch, a 32-year-old bitch, and a 55-year-old bitch. And if you, oh my gosh, the number of times I looked at him dumbfounded, honey, if you took a shot for the number of times I looked at him with the most dumbest look on my face, you'll probably be on your fourth shot by now, or maybe your third, 3, 4, you know what I'm saying? Because it was somewhere in that area. Because what the fuck? What the fuck you... He was about 28 years old, and he said he was fucking around with somebody. The oldest person that he was fucking with was in their 50s. And I'm like, damn, you're not just fucking with me. You're not just cheating on your baby mama. You fucking around with other people, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is just fucking crazy. And then he was like, do you want to fuck with me or not? Do you want to fuck with me or not? And I felt so bad because it's like I wanted to say no because I knew, like, I was doing something wrong. But at the same time, I wanted to say yes because it was just so much fun being around him. Like, yeah, I had fun with my friends or whatever, but I wasn't talking to nobody. I wasn't fucking with nobody. And, you know, that's not an excuse to hurt somebody else. But I just didn't know. I didn't want to know if I wanted to say, yes, I still want to fuck with you. But we just gonna have to keep it on the low. And I know if I want to say, no, I don't want to fuck with you because this shit is fucking wrong, nigga. Like, you got me fucked up. You got my fucking feelings involved. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you did say you ain't want to be in no relationship, but you didn't let me know you had this shit going on. And then he was like, yo, what you talking about? Like, you know, relationship type shit. He said, I can't be in no relationship. He said, I need loyalty. Like, show me some loyalty. Show me some respect. Show me some motherfucking compassion. Like, he really did say that shit, y'all. We standing in my mama's apartment arguing and shit like that. He said, show me loyalty, show me respect, show me compassion. Is it just me? Or is he dumb as fuck? Because what the fuck is you talking about, nigga? Loyalty. You cheating on your mother. You in a relationship and you cheating on her. Compassion. You show your baby mama compassion. Respect. You got me fucked all the way up, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? And honey, if you want to know whether or not I told him, yes, I still want to fuck with you, or no, I'm not fucking with you no more, you're going to have to tune in next week, baby, and hear part 2 of the time I found out I was the side chick. Thank you for listening, my brothers and sisters. And if you want to know what happens next, hit that notification bell, baby, so you could be notified every time I upload a new video. But it's going to be every Thursday after 5, honey. Thank you to all my subscribers, whether you knew or not. It's okay. Just remember, you are worthy and you are loved, baby. And I thank you for being here. Life already going to move you one way or another. So when you feel like you can't move no more, let God carry you. The property, it's a movement, y'all.